Hello, everybody. Welcome to some online improv for you. Today, we are going to play a game called My Podcast, where each of the players is going to have to make up the names of their podcasts, starting with the letters B and O or O and B. They're going to tell us the name of the podcast. If I like the name, I will swipe to hear more about that podcast. And if I want to play a test episode, we'll hear a little bit of that podcast. Our suggestions are the letters O and B or B and O. And this is the game of My Podcast. Oh, let's see. I'm scrolling. Julie has a podcast.
Online bingo.
What's that about?
It's just an online bingo game.
I don't think I'll subscribe to that. Let's see what else is there. Fiona has a podcast.
Only Berries. It's a discussion about different fruits and vegetables and what classifications you might think they have and what they really are.
Let's hear a sample.
And then the whole pyramid of bananas fell down. And that was the end of the 2009 Berry Championship.
All right, let's see what else is in the menu here. Berries are interesting and everything, but let's hear Mallorys Podcast.
Orion's Belt.
Oh.
It's a podcast where we discuss the accessorizing capabilities of constellations.
Yep, I'm going to need to take a listen to that.
Okay. What about Ursa Minor's new grill?
Oh, now, not a good look. It all about horizontal stripes this season. A grill is just not going to work with that.
Oh, love it. Subscribe. All right, let's see. Bob has a podcast.
Only Bacon. It's about a podcast about recipes that only use bacon.
It would just be bacon. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Who else has a podcast? Daniel has a podcast.
Obtuse Barnacles. It's a podcast where mathematicians review different undersea crustaceans, sea creatures.
Let's take a listen.
So that's why I think that the clam, while being a wonderful addition to the crustacean family, does not meet full requirements to be part of the crustacean of the club.
I think you have the right angle there, Professor.
Thank you. You will get extra credit points. Yes, I appreciate it.
Now, I would really like to talk about the hermit crab, the isosceles angle of the pinchers. Really strike my fancy, if you will, because they are so symmetrical.
And a man after mine own heart. That's another extra credit point for you, Benjamin.
I'll give that one a test episode or two. All right, let's see. Kevin has a podcast.
Brave Oscars.
Yes, I do want to know more.
In this podcast, people named Oscar recall how difficult it's been being named Oscar for their whole life.
Yep. Let's hear some of that.
Wow, that's so brave of you for sharing your story. You know, when Elmo told me I had to live in a trash can for the rest of my life, it was hard. Big Bird gets a house, and you've seen how large he is. They must have paid millions just to get him through the front door. God.
Fiona has a podcast.
Babysitting Ostriches. Edward the emu is ready for some young birds in his life, but instead of young emus, he gets young ostriches. So now he has to take care of the ostriches, and this is the documentary that follows him.
I can't wait to hear this one.
I wouldn't have thought all 5 baby ostriches would have fitted on his head. Oh, wow, yeah. Is that comfortable for you? Yes, it's quite different, I'm sure, Edward. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Oh,
Mute. Organized bayonets. It's the podcast where Marie Kondo meets with weapons experts. Okay, yeah.
My son's the one who wanted to call you, and it didn't seem right to me that you get to say what I get to keep, what I don't get to keep.
Now, Bob, if you don't want to give away your Colt 1984-64, that's absolutely fine. Why don't you discuss those feelings with your revolver to see what's really tying you to this item?
Well, I hold it in my hand and I caress it at night before I put it into its holster. And then I wake up in the morning and it's right there next to me, and I just look at it lovingly and I say, "You're mine. You're mine. No one loves me like you do."
You can let me go. It's okay.
It got weird towards the end, but I did like how that one character told us all about how her chainsaw collection sparks joy. Let's see. Julie has a podcast.
Octagon Building. Everyone wants an octagon in their backyard, and if you're going to do MMA, you got to do it right.
Okay, I need to know more about that for sure.
So the materials are really important. I mean, do you want to bash your head against a hard brick wall, or do you want to bash it against, maybe some pillows, or I don't know, you could...
do you have one of those like testing wall sections where I could, do a bit of head bashing and see what works best for me?
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of materials out back. So yeah, come with me. And we got brick, we got wood, we got fabric, we got old mattresses. We have a wall made of old blue jeans. That seems to be very good now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Subscribe. That is the game of my podcast. Hopefully we will be able to tune into all of those podcasts shortly. Let's all applaud for our cast: Fiona, Daniel, Mallory, Kevin, Bob, Julie, and I'm Chrissy. Hey, subscribe to our channel. As the children say, smash the subscribe button. Or, if you're not feeling aggressive, just lightly tap it. Either way, we appreciate you watching, and we can't wait to see you again. Bye.
Bye.